Hello dear students. In this video, we will learn one more example of recursive function. Here we are going to learn how to build a recursive function to find nth Fibonacci number. Now all of you know that the Fibonacci number is actually a series of numbers. It's actually a series and we can start this series, let's say, from 1, 1. So the first two numbers we are assuming are 1, 1 in this series. Now the next number is always given as addition of previous two numbers. So here the next number is going to be 2, 1 plus 1. And again the next number is addition of previous two numbers. Previous two numbers here or last two numbers are 1, 2. So the next number is going to be 3 and next is 5, 2 plus 3. Next is 3 plus 8, 3 plus 5, 8. Then 5 plus 8, 13 and the series goes on. This is an infinite series. Now many students have a difficulty or doubt saying that does the Fibonacci series start with 1 or 0? Because in some textbooks they read that Fibonacci series starts with 0. Actually, Fibonacci series can start from any two numbers. They are called seed of Fibonacci series. And the entire tree grows later on. Like as an example, if I take first two numbers as 5 and 7, I am not wrong. Now these are the first two numbers, then the next number will be addition of previous two. And the next will be addition of 7 and 12. And next and so on. So this is my Fibonacci series. But typically we take the beginning as 1 1. There is no such rule that you have to take 1 1 only as the beginning, but in our program we will take that as the first two numbers in the series. I hope that point is clear. Now what really we want to do here, please try to understand, is that we want to generate nth Fibonacci number. Just observe this word, nth Fibonacci number. So here I have written a function int Fibo, int n is the parameter. Let's say I pass n as 8. Just check this. Then I don't want to print all 8 Fibonacci numbers, rather first 8 Fibonacci numbers. I want only 8th Fibonacci number. Just check this. That means if you actually count this Fibonacci numbers, this is first, second, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8th one is going to be 21. So if I pass 8 to this Fibo function, then Fibo function should return only 8th Fibonacci number, that is 21. Correct? That's the problem. As an example, suppose I pass, let's say I pass this n as 6, then it should return 6th Fibonacci number in the series, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 8 is the answer it should return. Okay. So I hope you got what is the problem, what exactly we want to do. Now, let's understand how to solve this recursively. Check the recursive call here. For our reference, I will write the Fibonacci series again over here. 1, 1, 2, 3. This was the Fibonacci series we were talking about, with the first two terms as 1, 1. And this goes on. Okay. Now imagine that somebody asks you again, what is 4th Fibonacci number? So let's put up this question as Fibo 4 in the terms of function. So what is 4th Fibonacci number? Now actually you can observe that the 4th Fibonacci number in the series is 3. Okay. But we want to talk recursively, isn't it? So if you just answer 4th Fibonacci number is 3, no, then you are not talking about recursion. You should say 4th Fibonacci number is actually 3rd Fibonacci number plus 2nd Fibonacci number. Just check this. And indeed it is. See, this is the arrow where I am pointing is the 3rd Fibonacci and the arrow where I am pointing is the 2nd Fibonacci. Isn't it? So this 4th Fibonacci is given addition of previous two Fibonacci numbers. But then obviously, what is 3rd Fibonacci? We don't know that. And what is 2nd Fibonacci? We don't even know that. But the third Fibonacci is obviously addition of previous two, that is second Fibonacci plus first Fibonacci, isn't it? So you can see the recursion getting developed here. But then what is second Fibonacci? Coming back to the problem. What is second Fibonacci? This problem. Now second Fibonacci is 1. You can stop recursion. Because early in our explanation, we said that first two Fibonacci numbers are going to be 1, 1. That means when we are asking what is the second Fibonacci number, we won't say it is first Fibonacci plus 0th Fibonacci. Similarly, coming to the point, what is the first Fibonacci? This one. Fibo 1 doesn't need any calculation. Fibo 1 is 1. I hope you got this. So can you generalize it now? What is nth Fibonacci number? Nth Fibonacci number. Simple. This is n minus 1th Fibonacci plus n minus second Fibonacci. Just check this. This is exactly what we have written on these lines. This is the recursive formula that we have got. And nothing we have done extraordinary. This was in the basic definition. That if you want to generate nth Fibonacci number, you must know just the previous two Fibonacci numbers generated. But then you just observe, is this formula, is this recursive formula applicable in all cases? No. In which cases is this not applicable? When n is 1, that means you are asking which is the first Fibonacci you are asking. Then it is rubbish. When you are checking for the first Fibonacci, if you say it is equal to 0th Fibonacci plus minus 1th Fibonacci, n minus 1 and n minus 2 are rubbish in that case. So this formula is not applicable when n is 1. In fact, when n is 1, that is you are asking for first Fibonacci, you know that the answer is 1. And this formula is not applicable even when n is 2. Sorry for just I am overwriting a few things. When this n is 2, then actually you want to know what is the second Fibonacci. And second Fibonacci is also 1. Hence, we get the recursive function finally here. This is so easy now. If you are asking for nth Fibonacci, then first check the base case. If you are asking for first Fibonacci or check the OR operator or second Fibonacci, then don't do recursion but return 1. Otherwise, return n minus 1th Fibonacci plus n minus second Fibonacci. This formalization we just now wrote that nth Fibonacci is equal to n minus 1th Fibonacci plus n minus second Fibonacci. Main is not at all extraordinary. We have two variables a and b. Ask the user to enter a. Let's say I enter a as 8. And then I am calling the function saying b should become equal to Fibo a. But Fibo a means Fibo 8 because value of a is 8. If I am then calling Fibo with the parameter 8, then I am interested in knowing what is the 8th Fibonacci number. And you know that's going to be 21. And finally, I print that result as a comma b. So this is the way that you can check what is the nth Fibonacci number using recursion. Thanks a lot.